A WNBA star locked up in Russia is on the verge of rescue, but one former president says she doesn't deserve it. Here's why. It's nearly been 6 months since WNBA star Brittney Griner was arrested and detained in Russia for reportedly carrying cannabis oil in her luggage. Since February, supporters of Griner have rallied for her release and safe return back to the United States. Fellow athletes and celebrities, including LeBron James, Kerry Washington, and Amy Schumer, have spoken out in her defense, with Phoenix Mercury coach Vanessa Nygaard asserting that if Griner was a straight male basketball star, she would have been home months ago.
BG needs to come home, and the only way that she comes home is if President Biden decides she needs to come home and trade somebody.
Over the months since her detainment, Griner herself and her supporters have urged President Joe Biden to bring her back to U.S. soil in fear of being imprisoned for years in a foreign authoritarian country that is currently at war with Ukraine. Recently, officials have made some progress on Griner's potential release, with the New York Times reporting that the current administration is proposing to trade Griner for Russian arms sailor Viktor Bout, who has been incarcerated for over a decade. Former President Donald Trump has kept quiet on the issue. That is, until now. Since being permanently banned from Twitter in January 2021, Trump has had to turn to other outlets to get out his messages. One of those outlets, the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton radio show, gave Trump the opportunity to speak on Brittney Griner's detainment in Russia. He said of Griner and Bout,
"We're supposed to get her out for an absolute killer and one of the biggest arms dealers in the world, killed many Americans."
Trump went on to call Griner a potentially spoiled person who went into Russia, quote, loaded up with drugs. Unsurprisingly, Twitter users had some thoughts about Trump vocalizing his thoughts on Griner. One person tweeted, "Final offer to Russia, Brittney Griner for Donald Trump." Another wrote, "People like Brittney Griner don't matter to Donald Trump. Woman, black, lesbian, doesn't play golf." The US government has shown just how seriously they're taking next steps towards Griner's release. We'll have to wait and see if the proposed trade with Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout will fulfill Trump's apparent worries. This isn't the first time that the former president has landed in hot water for his comments about a person of color. CNN notes that he has a long history of making racially charged remarks, including engaging in anti-immigrant rhetoric during his presidential campaign.
Our country is full. We don't want people coming up here.
Trump's argument that Brittney Griner's imprisonment is justified and doesn't merit a trade-off had many reeling for this reason. During the August 1st episode of Morning Joe on MSNBC, host Joe Scarborough slammed Trump for his comments that she was spoiled and loaded up with drugs.
You cannot help but wonder if he's saying that because she's a black basketball player.
Reverend Al Sharpton, who has been advocating for the Biden administration to fight for the WNBA star's freedom, agreed and questioned whether her sexuality also played a part in Trump's response.